Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today, I'm going back into the Jenova Battle Ranking event, and I'm going to be showing you guys a couple little tweaks that I made on my team, and also with my strategy going forward. I believe that my current rank is 21, which I think pretty much guarantees top 100, but I also have been hearing that in order to get the actual rewards for the nameplate now, it actually goes all the way to rank 150, so you don't have to actually be in the top 100 anymore to get this cool little battle plate. You just have to be in the top 150 ranking, which is nice considering that they added both fights together in order for us to actually rank, which I honestly don't think is the greatest move that they've done. But yeah, so that is pretty cool. So if we go here and we look at the actual ranking, we go over to 150, right? So let's go down. All right, so you need a score of at least 1.618 million right now. So with me having a score of, I believe, 1,855,000, and this is with like my best score on Jenova is like 914,000. Not to say that that cannot be increased and can be even done without Yuffie. Right, a friend of mine, Asgeroth, has, I think he's getting like around 940,000 for Jenova, and he's running Cloud, Aerith, and Matt. Right, he is using, I think, 2 ATB boost weapons, one base 5-star, one at OB1 or OB2, in order to survive the opening, like when you're hit with 10,000 HP right off the bat, in order to survive that first opening into it. But it definitely is possible without Yuffie. However, today I'm going to be showing you guys a run with Yuffie. I just did her pulls. I wanted to test her out, and so I recorded the run last night, and I'll be doing a voiceover of it today. All right, so first things first for the battle effects, all right? So as you can see, stage level is at 185, total bonus 825%. I have every single thing here maxed, including the plus 10,000 damage when the wave begins. The only thing I don't have maxed is HP, all right? So I have HP at 2,000% instead of 4,000%. I have completed the stage level 200 fight on the Baloir King, which I will be dropping here in a day or two. That's also my high score on the Baloir run as well, so that'll be a separate video. I don't think I'll be able to get the stage level 200 on the Jenova fight, guys. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's going to happen. But if you want to get a good score or a great score and rank somewhere in the top 30 or even top 50, then this is going to be a good strategy for all of you out there that do have Yuffie. Just keep in mind that you can replace her with Matt. It can work as long as you have at least, I think, an OB6 Cloud. All right, that being said, I'm going into this fight with double non-elemental DPSs, Cloud and Yuffie, with Aerith basically playing support on all ends / healer. So for Cloud, we have the Anniversary costume. I have his Cross / Limit Break, Bahamut Greatsword. The Bandage Sword here is really important, at least just for the very beginning of the fight. His ultimate, I'm not sure if it's actually necessary, but it is helpful in the fight. You'll see I use it right before Jenova's first Tail Laser, which definitely helps mitigate some of the damage, but I do think that it is possible to survive without it. That being said, for sigils here, I have Circle on Cloud, right? Circle on Yuffie, and then Circle over here on Aerith, all right? Now, just to quickly touch on materia before I go into the rest of the build, what's really important, guys, is to have at least one Healing Asuna Fatigue. I put it on Aerith as soon as in the going into the, I think, the second sigil phase. Basically, Jenova's going to hit everyone with an AoE fatigue. I basically just save up ATB with Aerith right before that happens, and then the moment it drops, I just basically double heal Cloud and Yuffie at the same time. You guys will see in the fight. I did put a Healing Asuna Fog on Yuffie because Jenova can cast Fog, but in the fight that you guys are going to see, I don't encounter it. So I put it there just in case, but you don't necessarily need it. Every other materia other than that in this Cura right here are stat 6. So physical attack for Cloud, physical attack for Yuffie, and then healing and a lot of magic defense for all three characters. All right, so for Aerith right here, we have the Commodore dress, the Commodore wand right here. I guess this is a wand, right? Yeah, it's a wand, even though it's not really a wand. Right? Okay, so the bird box, or the birdhouse here. I originally I had the umbrella in the first slot just for the extra magic defense, but I was not really surviving that opening 10,000 damage, so I ended up putting the Kamura wand back in the main hand. It does give a hefty HP stat, and then I put the umbrella right here in the offhand. If you don't have it OB7, it's still going to help out a lot, especially if you put it out here, or actually, I guess the offhand and the sub-weapons are basically the same stat bonus. Other than that, I have Breath of the Earth. All right, and then for Yuffie, we have her anniversary costume, we have Bloodbath, we have her anniversary weapon at OB6, super stoked on that, Arctic Star here at OB8, all right, and now I'm just going to quickly go into the back end and show you the stats on my characters, right? So here I have Cloud at 13.9k HP, 7,000 physical attack, he's got 178 magic defense, which is definitely helpful in this fight, his R abilities focus HP. His physical attack is super freaking low. But honestly, it is what it is. I'm so surprised actually that it's that low. But it is going to be what it is, guys. I could probably switch up some stuff in the back end. So I'll probably tweak this for maybe a better run here in the future. But essentially, this is the exact same team that I have for the run, so I'm not going to change it. All right, so we have attack here at 4, physical potency at 7. And then we have a ton of all allies buffs right here. And for his sub-weapons, I have Glavinus OB6, Ultimatic OB10, and Guide Gloves OB7. Jumping over to Aerith, she's sitting at 12.6k HP. She's got 189 magic defense and 2.5k healing, so try and shoot for something like that. In the back end, we have HP at 5, healing at 5, ATB boost at 2, which I'm going to show you guys here what I'm working with that in a second. Buff debuff extension at 5, buff debuff duration plus at 1. And for her sub-weapons here, we have the Centipede at OB10. I have the Foam Sword here at OB4 for a little bit of extra magic defense all. And I got my first ATB boost weapon. I figured this was only like 40... No, I can't remember how much it was, but it was less than 100 total guild medals in order to get this to OB2. All right, and I chose Earth because I basically chose the ATB weapon based on, you know, what element I thought we might fight next. And I'm guessing the next summon could be Earth, Golem, or Titan, something like that. So hopefully I'm right. Also, it's just kind of fun to get a twig. So I went for the twig, right? This gives us ATB boost at 18. I could probably level it up more and get from ATB boost, I believe. Where am I at right here? I'm already at 2, so in order to get to 3, I would have to get to 15 points, so it's not going to work. So yeah, essentially I just put it at OB2 right there, and it works perfectly in this fight, especially at the beginning. Now for Yuffie right here, Yuffie is going to be sitting at 10.3k HP. She's got 6.9k physical attack, 185 magic defense. If Yuffie is targeted at the beginning of the fight, she will die because she just has so little HP, so for this strategy, I have to rerun it if Yuffie is targeted first. But as long as Cloud or Aerith are targeted at the beginning, it's totally fine to run this team. All right, so for her back-end stats right here, we have some HP, physical attack, physical ability potency, buff debuff extension right there. And her sub-weapons are going to include the Stream Saber at OB9, Ceremonial Sword Z, OB9, and the Amaranth's Claws here. I put on the Amaranth's Claws because it had HP and physical ability potency. You could exchange this for Lucia's, where is it right here? The Mad Minute, I believe, is the weapon that I'm thinking about with HP and physical ability potency. I think it's this one right here. So yeah, if you don't have the Amaranth's Claws, you can just switch it for this one. And yeah, so basically that is going to be my setup for this run on Jenova. As you guys can see, we'll see as I take you guys through it in the voiceover. It will take a little bit of practice here and there, but it can get you a super solid score. I can only imagine how good that score would be with like OB10 versions of these 2 anniversary weapons. But that being said, let's jump over to the actual run itself, and I will get you guys through it. All right, guys, so here we are going into the actual fight itself. All right, I'm going to be running you guys through this. So at the beginning, I'm going to save ATB till 6.5, switch to block, cast Curaga right there, immediately switch to Cloud, and use the Bandaged Sword, all right? From there, I'm going to switch to Yuffie, get off 1 Razored Wings, jump back to Aerith, she's going to switch to Guard, and I'm going to Cura. That's how I'm going to survive the opening run. Like I said, Jenova has to target Aerith or Cloud for it to work. From this point on, essentially I'm just trying to stay alive and do as much damage as humanly possible. Cloud is going to spam Fierce Claw and get off the ultimate weapon hit right before that tail laser right there. Super important if you have it to get it off before this to mitigate damage. All right, so right after that, basically going straight back into healing. All right, so having a little bit of lag there. During the first sigil phase, Cloud is just going to purely attack. Aerith and Yuffie can break it easily on their own, so I'm just going to be chain casting here with Cloud as much as possible to get through this fight, all right? Now, I know that if the idea here for a super high score would be to kill Jenova before Preservation. I wasn't able to do that, but as you can see here, even with still getting into Preservation, you can still get a pretty decent score, all right? So going into the Preservation phase right here, as soon as the fatigues go off, I'm just going to double heal Aerith or Yuffie and Cloud with Aerith right there, and then basically just focus on breaking the sigil phase right here. You can't really do that much damage to Jenova in Preservation, so it forces you to break the sigils right here. All right, so essentially just trying to break the sigil phase as fast as possible because Jenova is healing through this phase, and you know, you don't want to let her heal, you know, as little as possible. As soon as you break it, I'm essentially just rebuffing and spamming Fierce Claw with Cloud. As you guys can see, I'm just going to try and get off as many as I can while also doing damage with Yuffie. All right, but his flat damage really comes in clutch right here. I get off one more right there, then I pop all my limit breaks, and that's basically my best run on Jenova right here. All right. So as you guys can see, Yuffie will show off her Bloodfest right here. Cloud will finish up with Cross Slash, and we are going to take down Jenova for the 900,000 plus score. All right, so let's see how it goes right here. All right, I think I got something like 913,000, something like that. All right, so that's the fight. Honestly, it's pretty freaking short. Okay, so 913,000, there you go. This time I did not forget to check the actual specs on it. So I could technically improve with a one-hit max damage, but total damage taken and total battle time, both S. And overall, I think that if you can run this team, this is going to be a pretty straightforward, easy way to get through this fight if you can support yourself with the guild weapons. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you guys are looking for a run with Matt, jump into our Discord. There's a link in the description of all my videos. Hit up Asgeroth. He is a free-to-play player, literally one of the best players I've ever met in the game. He never fails to impress me. He did the Vincent with, actually, hold on one sec. Let me just jump back over to the regular game. Yeah, so basically what I was saying was that my friend Asgeroth, he's in the Discord. He beat the Baloir King stage level 200 with an OB5 Vincent. He's also beaten the Jenova with a higher score than me without using Yuffie, replacing her with Matt. So if you want to hit him up, ask him about his strategy, you can find that in our Discord. His name is Asgeroth. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Hope it was fun to watch. Hope that you guys can replicate it. And if you did enjoy it, please don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.